This video was made possible by EA Creator Network. Hey everybody, Crystal Gamer here with a little 3-part video series where I am focusing on the art studio kit, the nursery kit, and then basically I'm going to take both of the rooms that I make in the first two short little videos and put them into a house for the third video. So it's basically going to be 3 kind of short videos back to back that I'm putting out, just focusing on these kits. And yeah, so you can see in the video right now, I'm pulling out all of the stuff from the couple of kits that I'm going to focus on. And my whole objective is basically to use every single item from each of the kits. And we got a lot of good stuff. I really like the art studio kit in particular. I like art a lot. When I play, and y'all know I'm more of a builder than a player, but when I play, I have a tendency to have my characters do pretty much anything but work like standard jobs, and art is one of the things that I often have them do. I have them become artists or writers or gardeners or pretty much anything as long as they're not working a standard job. I've done computer programmers. I've done pretty much anything outside of working a standard job, which is kind of like a little bit how I live my own life too, which might be why I do that. Speaking of, I haven't been posting too much in a while. I was going to come back because it had been a little while since I had been doing very much. I was going to come back, and I did a collab with some really wonderful people, wonderful simmers. And basically, like right after I started the collab, my entire life blew up. And so that was fun. And then there were so many problems with the gallery. And one of the reasons that I'm not doing The Sims as much as I used to be is because I really hate what's going on with the gallery. They still haven't fixed it. They screwed it up. My goodness, it's been like a year and a half now, and it's still screwed up. And I just can't believe, like, I didn't realize I liked the gallery as much as I did, but apparently it was a major part of the whole thing for me. And now that it's completely screwed up, and I guess maybe some people maybe possibly have a normal gallery. I don't. I still can't see how many followers I have. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I can't see on it. And yeah, so that's just kind of whatever. I'm not even going to worry about it. But yeah, the other thing is too, speaking of, you know, like always doing stuff that's like having my Sims do stuff that's like outside of like working regular jobs. I'm on another new endeavor. I'm actually trying to open up a potential business. I'm going to be selling some art, and so I'm working on opening up the business, and that is, my word, it's been a massive time suck for the last couple of months. But I need to do something, because unfortunately my husband lost his job, and the job market kind of sucks right now, and he has not been able to get anything. He's applying like crazy for stuff for months, literally months. So I said, well, all right. And my freelancing editing stuff, for whatever reason, is down like crazy this year too. I don't know if it's the economy. I don't know if people are like relying on AI or something. I have no idea what's going on, but yeah, the business is like my business, my freelancing work is way down from what it was, which is really kind of crappy too. So I've decided to try and open this art business, which is sort of apropos for this art studio that I'm creating here. And I still, of course, have my novels. Those of you that know that I'm a writer, I still have my novels. Unfortunately, I keep writing them and not publishing them. I am going to get around to publishing eventually. I'm up to 7 novels now, so I am going to get around to publishing eventually. But I have a 3-novel series, and the first one in the series I had written as a novella. And because I did the second 2 in the series as full-blown novels, I decided I need to expand the novella, because I need to get more into the main character's head. And so I want to make it a little bit more, I want to make it deeper and a little bit more robust. And so, yeah, so I've decided to expand that. But I swear, after I get that novel expanded, I am going to publish that series of 3. I'm going to at least get that series out. But I've got to start this other art business first. So I've been on break from writing for a bit. And because, like I say, that's been a massive time suck. And I really haven't had too much time for Sim stuff either, with all of that stuff going on. And so, yeah. So that's how it is. And I'm still, fingers crossed, someday they get the gallery fixed for Sims. I really, really hope they do. Because like I say, I didn't even realize how much I enjoyed it, but I do enjoy it quite a bit, apparently. So we're working on the thing that I spent the most time on in this room is this little shelf unit. I just wanted one little cluttered, like super cluttered area. In general, though, this room ends up being pretty cluttered, and I'll show the room at the end of this video. I give basically all angles of the room, and before we go on to the nursery one. So I love this little art studio, and I made it. It's not just an art studio either, because like I gave her a little section for watching some TV. She's got her little fish tank, and she's got a computer desk and drafting desk, whatever, like a desk that she can do whatever she wants with in there. So yeah, I kind of made this. It's a little bit of an everything room, which is kind of my sort of thing, and it's very sort of crowded with all kinds of crap and lots of clutter, which I also really like. The rest of the house is not as cluttered as this. I did a far less cluttered nursery and stuff, but this room I kind of jam packed with everything in my thought, and it's an upstairs room in the house when we finish. And in my thought process is kind of like this was sort of maybe it was intended as an attic at first, or I don't know. It just ended up being an everything room basically for them. And so, yeah, I don't know. That's what I ended up doing with it. So I had fun with it though. I do have fun, especially doing all kinds of like this clutter stuff. And does everyone know how I'm doing what I'm doing? I don't know if people, in case anyone happens to not know, this is not really a tutorial, but in case anyone does not know how I'm doing the stuff that I'm doing with the shelves and getting everything, all I'm doing is moving the shelf over to put an item on it to get it at the right height. And then I just have to Alt and drag. I think it's Alt. I do it so automatically. I think it's Alt and just drag the item over. So that way it stays at the right height, and I just place it where I want. And then I can put the shelf unit underneath, and so it's a little trial and error to get it right. But yeah, if you ever want to know how to do that, that's how to do that in case anyone watching happens to not know. So, and I have these windows, they look great with the curtains, but then when I do the house, I needed different windows in the house. The big windows didn't look as good for the style house that I did. So I had to change them out, unfortunately, but this is what we have for the room so far. And then, yeah, it pretty much stays the same except for the windows. And so next is going to be the nursery. And thank you for joining me for this. I hope that y'all join me for the nursery and then the final house after that. And that's about it for this one. So thanks so much for spending the time with me today. And don't forget to comment, share, like, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye now.